Everything from overlanding in your stock rig to full-on LS-powered 2 buggies on stickies. This is the Total Offroad Podcast. I'm your host, Steve.
And I'm Ian, and we are here tonight with episode 41.
40, okay.
41.
It's been a long day.
Dude, it has. It has been a long day.
I may be slightly out of it, just a little bit. Hopefully we can keep our bearings somewhat straight today. Last night, man, that was rough.
What did you do last night?
Didn't sleep.
Oh.
Really? Not a whole lot. Owen was just, I don't know, yesterday was just a weird day. He just didn't want to nap, and then last night he didn't want to sleep. So after Jess got up like 5 times with him, I got up with him at like, 4 or 5, and I went to bed around 1. I got back up, I think it was like 5, I got up with him. And then we went in the living room, and then I passed out, and then she comes out in the living room, she's like, your son is crying, and he's like in his jumper, like hands like spread like full wide, like wanting somebody to like hold him, and he's just like throwing a fit, and I'm just passed out on the couch.
Like, bro, I'm busy. I'm sleeping. So.
I felt pretty bad, but like she came out and grabbed him, and then at that point, this has been about an hour later, and she came out and grabbed him, and then he was tired enough to go to sleep for a couple hours. But then today has not been much better. Took like a 2-hour nap with her holding. It's baby stuff. Baby stuff. Are you on the Trail Riders page?
I am. Are you?
I am. Are you?
Looks directly at listener.
I'm looking into your eyes. Trail Riders page on Facebook. I don't know why you're not in there, but apparently you're not there. So you should get there. So jump on Facebook and type in Total Offroad Podcast Trail Riders, and it should pop up. It's a private group. It's got 2 questions. Make sure you answer the questions, and you'll automatically pop into the group.
The land of clusterfuckery.
Oh my God, the land of wonderfulness.
I was going to say happiness.
The land of happiness.
Don't want to false advertise too much.
So yeah, about the Trail Riders page. So you like the live videos, did you? So why are yours 45 minutes fucking long?
Because I talk a lot.
Jesus. I started one earlier today, the one walk around the Jeep, but the whole axles, we'll get into that later.
Uh-huh.
I started it. We were in the nursery.
Uh-huh.
And then I put you on the floor to help Jess. I left, did laundry, came back. You were still talking.
Uh-huh. That's what
I had to give up.
That's what I do.
I had to give up.
The first one was supposed to be quick. The problem is then you answer a couple questions. Next thing you know, it's 30-some minutes long.
It was still good. They were good video, good content.
What happened to spark this? Like, because I saw you did a couple live feeds, and I'm like, yeah, I see you enough. I don't need to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch them. And then next thing you know, it's like, boom, live feed. Boom, and I'm like, what in the hell? And then it's like, I think Chris said something about you calling somebody out or calling out. I'm like, huh? I feel like I missed something.
You missed it. So I was chatting on the phone with Danger Zone, and he was talking about wanting to post up a video about something, but wasn't sure about it. And I was like, just do it. Just
make it happen.
Post a live. And I was like, I'll tell you what. I was like, he was wanting to do a walk around on his Jeep, and he was just kind of unsure about what he was going to do with it. And I was like, just post something up. I said, I'll follow suit the next day or whatever, and I'll do a walk around. I was like, and then I'll ask everybody else if they want to do one, and get them to jump in. Then we'll have all these live feeds, basically these videos on the page of everybody else's stuff. I thought it was awesome because we're getting people on there that have like really built rigs, and then you have other people that have mostly stock rigs, but you can see like the little stuff. Like for them, somebody that has more of a stock rig, maybe they're like their organization stuff. Maybe that's where they're, that's their big thing, or, performance or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I figured it was gonna be cool that everybody has something little on their Jeep that somebody else doesn't know about.
Yep. Little tips and tricks and things. Yep.
Or you have a guy that has a mostly stock rig on like 33s and a puck lift, and another guy's like, man, I'm just getting ready to buy an XJ, or I'm just getting ready to buy a Jeep or a rig or whatever. And then they're like, damn, that's what I want right now.
Do it.
See what I'm saying?
Just make it happen.
Nobody's too small.
No, hell no.
Yep.
The thing was, we were kind of got into a little discussion about that on, I think it was on one of the comments or posts or something about that on the page.
Yeah, because somebody's saying something like, "Oh, I didn't want to post mine because all you guys' stuff's so built."
Yeah.
Who was it? Kyle Mang?
I think so.
Mango.
And I'm like, man, bud, like, first of all, don't compare other people's shit to your shit because you're probably always going to lose.
Yeah,
because
to somebody.
You're always going to lose to somebody. Somebody else has what you want
always,
every time.
Like if you look hard enough.
If I was like, man, I want, I don't know, Tim Cameron's rock bouncer.
Yeah.
Okay, I would have it. Then I'm like, well, hold on. Now I want, you know what I mean? Like
Gold Rush.
You're never going to be, I want Tim Cameron's new rock bouncer.
Exactly.
So that's what I mean. Like,
there's always something.
Take your shit and own it, you know?
Just remember that just because the yard across the street looks better, it's because you're looking at it from 150 feet.
Yep.
Walk over in his yard and realize that there's a lot of bare patches.
Yep.
And a lot of crap grass.
The backyard is a fucking shit show.
The backyard has no grass at all. Anyway,
well, that's what I mean. Like, don't get discouraged because you see somebody post some shit and you're like, oh, that's crazy. Okay, that dude's 35 years older than you and has
been in the hobby for
all the money dumped into it.
Yeah,
it's not because he makes $300,000 a year. It's because he's got 25 more years of life.
Yeah,
like if I could have 25 years from now, money now.
Oh,
bro.
Well, like, and just like a little investment every year. So like you put in $1,000 a year, that's $35,000.
That's what I mean.
You know, and that's a small investment.
Take the money you'd spend over a year and now do that by like, I don't know. Some people are 10 or 15 years older than I am, 20 years, whatever.
Yep.
If I could have that money and dump it into my rig right now, it'd be ridiculously stupid.
Oh, for sure.
So that's what I'm like. I don't know.
Now, do you do that on a scale when you're looking at like money you spend over a year? Do you do that on like this year's scale?
No.
How much money you've spent this year and like just keep that progressing at the same level?
If you did that, I'd have a fucking rock bouncer space shuttle. Like
35 years now, it's rock bouncer space shuttle.
First rock bouncer to rock bounce on the moon. It's got thrusters and shit.
I love it. Your moon buggy is better than NASA's moon buggy.
Hey, check out my moon buggy. That shit's rock bouncing on the moon. Yes.
Watch me kill this hill.
Yeah.
It's crater killer.
Crater killer on the moon. That's what I mean. Just don't compare your shit to other people's stuff. That's what I hate. Like when you go to a car show, you see it all the time.
Yeah.
You follow somebody around and they're like, oh, let's dog on this one.
Oh, really?
Those wheels were a bad choice for that car or something like that. And you're like, well, that's good. It's not yours.
It's not yours.
So shut the fuck up and move along.
Yep.
And guess what? Maybe that guy doesn't like the wheels on his car.
Maybe.
You know, I bought wheels and went, nah, that didn't really do it for me.
Could have been a better choice.
So who's to say? But guess what? That's his ride. So be appreciative that he's out there with a car at a car show.
Mm-hmm. So for you to look at for free.
When you go to an off-road park, you see people all the time like, oh, that's a shit box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the guy's actually still out wheeling it.
Yep, better than I'm doing.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. It's all in perspective, I suppose. To that guy, maybe that's every penny he could save because he's got, 3 kids, all this, bills, and he just got some shit box Jeep or whatever.
Yeah.
And wants to go out and have fun and relax. That's fun. I like it. Off-roading is off-roading. So
did I read
your
review last week?
Nope. Read one this week.
Damn it. I don't want to read this one.
Read it. Is it good or bad?
It's raving. It's wonderful.
Okay, good. I like those. Does it say Ian's awesome, Steve sucks?
I've already paid him I've already mentioned him in this episode.
Well, you might as well give him some more creds.
All right, fine. All right, put your welder down. I'm going to read your review.
Dun, dun, dun.
It says,
Is it that good?
No, it's bad, actually. Great couple average dudes doing fun stuff. You're just average.
Thanks.
That's all you are.
Pretty much a superstar, so I'm offended.
You're
I am triggered. Superstar.
Engaging, interactive, bringing good content from industry leaders, but not too celebrity to slum it with us regular guys on the social media.
See, now that guy thinks we're industry leaders. I think that's what he meant there.
Oh, is that what he meant?
That's how I took it.
Okay. And, really helped reignite the fires to get my project going to hopefully wheel with all the great guys in the future.
Oh, those are the best ones. Not that the other ones weren't good, but
you have to read more.
Those were the best
I'm
ones.
not done yet.
Oh.
And like I have to keep clicking to read full review. What in the world?
Nice.
It says, if you're feeling burnout and need some inspiration, here it is. But there's like a full review button, and I can't. And I click it, and it doesn't go anywhere. I assume that's all of it. Technology. Technology evades me. I don't understand it.
I don't know what to do with all the buttons.
Yep, me either. So anyway, thank you, Andrew, for your wonderful review. Hopefully, it inspires someone to listen to this podcast.
I like it.
Me too. There's some other stuff on here too. What is that? Well, weird. The way this thing's structured is strange. I want to read more reviews, but they're hard to find. Like, it's hard for us to go find the reviews.
Yep.
Is that weird? Like, you have an Apple.
You would think
you have an
right
iPhone.
there.
It should be easy for you to find them.
Yeah, you would think so.
Why am I doing it from an Android?
You're special.
Apple hates me.
So I think this was this 2 weeks ago?
Oh,
or just 1 week ago?
I feel like it was just 1 week ago.
Wasn't
it? Wasn't it
might
last
have been.
week? Yeah, we were here for a long time last week. It was last week.
He asked if I got these.
Yeah, did he?
And I just ignored him because I was like, oh, you're going to know that I got them.
Uh-huh.
So
in your hand.
In my hand.
You hold.
I hold the package. I go to get the mail the other day. And I come out to the truck, grab the mailbox door and fling it open. And I'm like, what in the actual hell is that? There's a couple pieces of junk mail. And there's a United States Postal Service, like printed thing that says, "We care. Dear postal customer, we sincerely regret the damage to your mail, blah, 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 blah. Are bad. Sincerely, your postmaster." It's all like printed on here, right?
That's like the
this is like the sorry we
just
fucked your shit up bag. And then like we throw it in your mailbox anyway.
Huh.
Don't know.
Okay.
So inside of this said bag is a bunch of packing peanuts. And I'm like looking through this and I'm like, what the hell? What did they fuck up? And that is in these packing peanuts? Because I'm like, there is nothing in this bag.
Left of the package was packing peanuts.
Like it's just a shitload of packing peanuts. And it's probably a 6 by 8
something like that.
Envelope package thingy.
Clear. You can see right into it.
Yeah, it's clear so you can see through it.
It's a clear bag.
Like, there's nothing in here other than packing peanuts. And then
you flipped it over.
You flip it over. It says snacks for those late nights written on the back.
Nice.
And I just start laughing because I know it was Friday and I know it was Bill that like threw him in the mailbox because there wasn't like a return address or anything on there. And I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, what can I do?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I have got.
So I appreciate the snacks, the snacky snacks. And
I don't know who wrote this review.
Okay.
I found some other ones. So inside of my podcast app, I can actually view some of them. This one's on iTunes. And this one, the name of the the name of the person that left the review, like you have like your name or whatever.
Okay.
The name of the person that left the review is Fuck Off On My Way app.
Huh. Is it a bad review?
No, it's good.
Okay.
We don't have any bad reviews. Everything's 5-star.
Industry leaders.
I don't know. I think people think they're like snowflakes and we're like be sad if they give us a less than rating.
Oh, that is. We will cry.
Okay.
I've cried over less and it involves a buggy.
The title of this review is Midweek Mini.
Yes.
Glad there's even more content. Listen to you guys every week and look forward to Tuesday and now the minis.
Yes.
As you should look forward to the minis because the minis are going to be
epic.
Ballin'.
Epic.
I spend so much time on the minis that they should be ballin'.
They should be epic.
There's no reason that it should take me 5 hours to edit 30 minutes.
You want to see something else that's cool?
Yeah. I have things that are cool too. I've brought them with me. What is that? It's an envelope. An envelope. It's a paper envelope. Looks much like the envelope I got my snail trail stuff in. Did you get one of these?
Oh.
No.
There you go.
The Jeep Doc on YouTube.
The Jeep Doc.
Who's the Jeep Doc?
Actually,
why do I know that name?
What his name is because I can't remember it. It's out of Virginia. Jefferson's.
Why do I know that name?
I don't know.
Did he hit us up on the Facebook, on the Instagram page?
I do feel like that happened.
Okay, because I remember seeing the Jeep doc.
He clearly got our address from somewhere. And I probably gave it to him.
And you probably gave it to him.
First of all, he used a Purple Heart stamp.
That's cool.
So bitchin'.
Can't argue with that.
He has Jeep Doc sticker on this envelope.
To seal the envelope.
Yep.
That's bellin'.
And
why aren't we on this level?
Because we're not.
Jeep Doc's way cooler than us.
We're not the doc. So we got free stickers. Check out the Jeep Doc on YouTube.
Okay, I will.
Hold on,
I have to finish watching my Whistling Diesel video.
Oh boy.
Oh, never mind. I finished it.
Here you go.
They were trying to pull the. Do you keep up with that crap?
Not really.
Well, you should. They took out the Monster Max and took it out there to like drive tanks or something like that. Whatever, some ranch.
Boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
And they took a tank and hooked it to the back of it and started pulling it, and it was like trying to dig in. And I was like, this is not going to end well.
Nope.
Like that rear axle is upset. You can tell that it's upset. And about that time, you hear pang, and this thing just goes whipping through the air. They broke the output shaft on the back of the drop case.
Oh Lord.
Broke clean, like, yeah, broke the shaft off, right?
Wow.
And then that whole hunk of yoke
went exit stage left
and just gone. Yep. It just took, I think it must have been a double cardan or something, because somehow it got loose, but the drive shaft stayed there. So I don't know how it came off the drive shaft.
Well, it's just a slip shaft.
Oh, well,
like it's a slip shaft and it broke off and went.
Yeah, it could be. So the yoke off the back of the. I don't know, but either way, like the U joint and the yoke from the back of the.
That's a solid chunk of steel flying through the air,
dude. And that was the big boy case. They broke. So they've been breaking the teeth off the gears inside the case, and now they fixed all that and put a bigger case in it with 3 inches more drop, bigger gears. And now they broke the splines right off the back of it.
Well, what happens when you get in a tug of war with a tank? I mean,
yeah.
Kudos to the company that built that, but we kind of all expected it to fail. It's okay.
It kind of boggles my mind. You would think that it would just turn the tires over, but apparently because the truck weighs so much,
it's pulled so down, or it's so far down,
and on top of that, it was squatting when he was trying to get. It was. The suspension was starting to compress and just had all the weight in the right spot, and bing, something's got to give it. What blows my mind, I don't know what size U joints are running in there. They're bigger than 1450s, so they're probably like 1550s or 1650s, something like that. Good size. They're big.
They're beefy.
They're big, and but the U joint fine. Broke the hardened output shaft. U joint's fine. That's what got me
That's insane.
Really. Like the U joint didn't fail, but the good news is they've broken so many of those cases now. He had a spare case in the bed in its own spare case holder.
Pulls the case out of a case.
It's strapped into the bed, and it has a permanent mounting area to where it lives.
When you're a baller,
that's what I'm saying. I want to get to that status. It's not that I want to be famous. I just want to get to the point where you have fuck you money so you can go out and do dumb shit.
Just start fucking shit up.
Well, you buy 2.
That's what happens.
If you can buy 2 of those drop cases, what can you give away?
Oh, he could probably give a lot away.
Oh my God. Epic amounts of things.
That's insane.
How cool would you be if you jumped on YouTube one day and you just gave away I don't know, 15, 20 sets of 33s and 35s?
No one would want the 33s. They'd be like, ooh,
bullshit.
Can we pay the difference?
No, there's plenty of guys. There's plenty of people. So what if you did that? What if you just gave away 10 sets of tires and you just what size you need?
Yeah.
You need 40s. All right, they're coming.
Well, we can do that when people start giving us all their money.
We need advertising monies.
Buy more swag, people. That's what we're saying here. We want to give things away.
I'm not saying that. I'm not pushing anybody to buy anything.
Oh, I am.
I know.
Need it gone.
But what I am saying is that that's just cool. You get to that point where you have enough of a following and enough advertising money coming in that you're able to just spend dumb money on shit. I'd rather take that money and throw it into something that I can write off and give away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it happens.
Pay the bills, give shit away,
party.
Fly 10 people out to Moab and rent Jeeps for the week. Like, can you imagine?
Buy him Jeep.
I don't think we have. I'm not sure if he has that kind of fucking money.
Well, you never know. Maybe it's three people.
Maybe it's three people, and you buy him a Jeep.
Less people, and you buy the Jeep.
God, you know how fun that'd be. That'd be a blast. And, like, are we buying like a brand new Jeep, like a brand new JL?
No, we give him 3 shitbox X-Days. Don't tell them. Just tell them it's a Jeep.
We bought you a new Jeep.
They expect like a Rubicon. You're like, no, it's a shitbox XJ.
Oh, no, it's XJ. Like,
no, it doesn't run either. You got to fix
built.
it. Or it's just a full shitbox. It's the epitome of a shitbox.
Like, they show up. There's like a Liberty sitting there waiting for them.
3 shitboxes. And you're like, all right.
Also fun.
You're a contest winner. Now you get to drive this back across the country. Wait, what?
There are certain fans, and I know they already exist. There are certain fans that would be 100% on
there's
board.
about 4 people that just went, yeah.
Hell yes, fly me to Moab and give me a Liberty.
There's about 8 people that went, no, I'd walk across the country. Yeah.
I would sell the Liberty and buy something different.
Here's $20. Now I can eat lunch.
Just when I think you've done the stupidest thing you could possibly do, you do this and completely redeem yourself.
Yes. What else you do? Oh, what'd you do this week? You did some Jeep stuff, didn't you?
I did. I took a day off.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do?
I thought you started that timer. It's not any good now.
I tell you, I pushed a button and heard a beat, but it sure does read quadruple zeros.
You keep the timer. You keep track of it over there. Make sure that we don't go over.
I just pushed the button.
That's a lot of good. It's going to be
20 minutes in. Just add 20 to it.
All right, sounds good. Hi. So what do you want to hear about first?
I want to hear what you did this week.
I did a few things.
The Jeep stuff.
Okay.
Here, hold on. Let me start this off differently. So I did a lot of stuff yesterday, but other than that, nothing.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you do yesterday? So you went out to do your live video and then we're like, you know what? While I'm here.
Well, first of all, Starbucks makes a triple shot coffee in a can. So I went to the gas station to get a double shot and then was like, holy hell.
There's a triple
shot. Well, I'm going to try that. So I did. Took a little while to kick in. Then it kicked in. I think I was talking faster to myself.
I was talking faster.
I got the front carrier pulled out.
Oh, nice.
Welded up, put back together, ready to go back in. You did that
before we got the more scoop on how to install gears?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what to set my backlash to, but I will tune in to the midweek mini and find out.
There you go. I don't know. I'm not sure what this week's going to be, but
we'll find out.
That's it.
So I got that done. Front drive line's in, which is pretty quick. I just had to bolt it in.
Mm-hmm. The front drive line is in.
Yeah.
So all we need now is some shafts.
Steering orbital shows up Monday.
Nice. Okay. Is that it?
I did a couple other little things, little stuff. Bled the brakes out real quick with the vacuum bleeder just to make sure they were good. They should have been good, but
yeah,
I just
checked them anyway.
Hit them again while I was sitting
why
there.
Not?
Yeah, then topped off the fluid and put the cap back on. Topped off the radiator. I got the radiator fan pulled out because I am going to put a bigger fan on it and wire my temp switch in. A couple of little things done. Felt progressive towards the end
progressive.
Goal. Yeah, I felt like I was moving the needle.
You made progress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You felt what do you call that?
Fulfilled.
Oh, accomplished.
Full. I feel full. Filled up. So I got some things done. So I didn't do nothing. So that's me. What'd you do? Go.
So Friday morning, I had to. I had scheduled for myself a day to work on the Jeep. So in that day, I wanted to get a Jeep day. Yeah, because if I don't do that, then I won't, and then I don't get anything done. So
yep,
I needed to get the bearings pressed onto the 35 spline 9-inch shafts and the seals and all the other stuff and get that. And then I needed to press the studs onto there. So I did all that. Did that first. And then I did, before I left the house, I called Chris.
Oh, shit.
What?
I was supposed to call Chris today.
Oh, were you?
Before you said Chris, you said called, and I was like, damn it.
Do you need the number?
Nope. I got the number. I just forgot to call it.
Okay.
It's been a long freaking day.
I didn't
We
do
were going to do
yeah.
XJ, not XJ, YJ conversational things.
Huh.
He's like, you can't call me tomorrow.
We could call him in last
discuss
call.
some things. Could.
He would love that.
He'd hate me because he'd spend all my money.
Oh, that's cool. Huh. We'll keep that.
I got news to tell you about the YJ.
We'll
get to later. But stay tuned.
So,
it's going to be fun.
So I called Chris to ask him something. We were discussing. I don't even know what the hell it was I needed to call him for.
Life advice. Life advice. Should I sell my XJ?
No, it was to get the toolkit.
Yep.
I needed the toolkit, the part number for the toolkit from Yukon that they sell.
What is this toolkit?
The install toolkit for last week's midweek mini.
Okay.
It's the install kit for installing gears. So if you need to install your ring and pinion into your housing and you want to do it yourself, they sell a Yukon kit that has your inch-pound torque wrench, the yoke holder, the tool that holds the yoke while you're trying to tighten it up. They had the mag base, the dial indicator with a mag base. It has a few other things in it too, and I can't remember what they are. But anyway,
so it's basically a one-stop shop for your gear installation.
Pretty much. There was maybe one more thing that you needed to buy,
like an impact.
It was if you need to pull your bearings off.
Oh,
you either need to invest and buy the Yukon clamshell puller, or you need to have a press and do the other style. Yeah, this dog is making too much noise today. You know that?
Well, it's only licked my hand twice. Scared shit out of me the first time. I was like, "Oh goodness, that is wet and chilly." And I was like, "Well, it's a dog.
It's a dog. It's wet and chilly. I don't think it's supposed to be chilly.
You don't pop up and lick my hand under the table. I hope
not generally. Doesn't usually happen that way.
Happens occasionally, but not often.
Right. So, where did Chris send us that link? Because he sent it to us in a message. There it is.
Yep.
So anyway, I called Chris to work on that deal because I wanted to work on getting a special discount set up for the mini, like the midweek mini for this toolkit. I was like, hey, if you guys have the availability to offer a special discount, let's run one. And so we're just discussing that.
Yep.
Wanted to try to hook you guys up if you need that toolkit. It comes with a micrometer, the brass, what do you call that thing?
The brass drift.
The drift. It comes with the brass drift. It comes with a inner seal puller, which is pretty neat.
Okay.
Then it comes with the mag base, the inch-pound torque wrench, the yoke holder, and it comes with the differentials book. From Yukon.
Nifty.
Very cool. So, he got that. He sent me the stuff for that, and we were just talking about it. But anyway, while we were talking, I told him what I needed to do for my day, and I said I was going to try to figure out how in the hell I was going to pull this 44 out from underneath the Jeep, like roll it out on its rollers, and get loaded into the van so I can take it to the shop and weld the 3/8 plate top onto the truss.
Yep. Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Right. And it definitely was going to be. He was like, well, is everything there to put it back together the way it was? I was like, yeah. He says, why not just put it together the way it is and then drive it to wherever you need to go and then weld the plate on? It's
a novel idea.
Well, I was like, well, that's a pretty good idea. I never thought about that. So
makes more sense to cut it in half first. And that's how wheeling logic. Well, if I cut this perfectly good driving vehicle in half, that is way the right answer.
Yeah. And then take it to the tools.
Yeah, and then go, well, now I need somebody to put us back together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how that works.
So what is your deal?
Dog is angry.
Yeah. Needy. So I was like, all right, that's like good idea. Like, we'll just put it back together right where it sits. And so that's what I did. I lowered it down on the jack stands a little bit because I had a full bump. And I lowered it down on the jack stands and proceeded to bolt everything together. So the 44 is back under it.
Foobar a jack stand in that process?
Not in that process.
Oh, okay.
The jack stand got foobarred in the process of putting it onto the rollers. So you guys, okay.
Like I fucked up jack stands like that, but I dropped a truck on them.
Yeah.
Like
no. So like here's the fun part. So it's a 3-ton jack stand.
Yep.
And I had the Dana 44 sitting on 2 of them. Okay. On my little dolly I made.
Yep.
Well, I bolted the dollies together so that they like there's one piece of a dolly, so I can move it around without trying to like get it to fall.
A unidolly.
Well, I rolled it across the driveway. It caught a little like crack or crevice in the driveway in the rear, and the Dana 44 shifted. And instead of just holding its own, the jack stand just crumpled.
Well, that is why they recalled those.
That's why it's recalled. Yep, it is a recalled part number. Yeah. But it blew my mind. I'm like, seriously? Like, if a big person fell on one of these jack stands, it would ruin it.
That's why they recalled. Why have you not taken this back in to get your recall?
Because the only thing I use it for is holding axles.
Oh, man.
Which at the time I thought was, well within the load limit.
Nope.
Clearly not.
It is not.
You know what's messed up?
What?
I had an OBS sitting on those jack stands not 2 weeks, like 3 weeks ago.
Makes you feel good about your life choices.
Yeah, you're like, well, glad I'm glad we didn't get a strong wind that day.
Yeah, this is I was curious on how it got foobarred because
just like rando.
I had my S10 back when I first was building it with leaf springs. I had it on a semi brake rotor and then on a jack stand, and it was up there. A
semi brake rotor or drum?
Sorry. Yeah, I was on a brake drum and then had the jack stand and then like pretty much full extension. I was rolling the engine and transmission out to start sticking it in there. Came out the garage a little hot and poked the firewall with the transmission output.
Jeez.
And it just kind of bing, and then like the whole truck just kind of went and dropped.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It flattened like 3 or 4 jack stands. People thought I died. Yeah. The neighbors were all like looking out the blinds like, what the fuck was that?
And this is on the S10?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I got a picture of it somewhere.
Oh, my God. That's epic. I thought it'd be cool a couple of years ago when I was working on the XJ, pulling the front end out or going to put the front end. No, when I pulled the Dana 44 out last year, I was thinking, you know what? I'll just use this stack of tires and wheels that I have here, and I'll just use those as a jack stand.
Okay.
So I just slid the whole stack of 4 underneath the front bumper, and I let the skid steer, like I had it lifted up by the skid steer. I just let the skid steer down. I didn't think about the fact that the tires would just kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it wasn't on the center of the wheel. Yep. It was out towards the edge.
Okay.
And so the tires just kind of like, and then the Jeep just kind of rolled backwards. Yep. And the tires just kind of out the front. Yeah. And it just landed. Boom.
What happened was?
Like 4 feet straight to the ground, no stops. I was like, well, that's not good.
And people think we know what we're talking
Bent
about.
Bent the unibody.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, on the lower control arm.
Nice.
On the long
What
arm.
Jeep is this on?
The one I'm working on, Loki.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's not a little, she's a little crooked. She's not straight. Okay.
Anyway, Chris talked me into putting it under there, so I put it under there. I bolted all in. Shocks are bolted. Springs are in. I forgot my bump stops. That was silly. I cleaned up one of the calipers and painted it. I then moved on to the back and pulled the old dropout out of the 9-inch and proceeded to clean the 9-inch out because it was a hot mess of shavings.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Bad. So I cleaned all that out, put a couple magnets inside. So hopefully now it will stay. If there's anything left in there, which I was pretty diligent about cleaning out, I used almost a whole can of brake clean and a couple of magnets to go through and drag out anything extra.
Chunkage.
Yep. And so I did that. And then the only thing left I got to do is, let's see, what did I do? I think that's about everything I did that day. Oh, I got those axles put together. So everything's ready to go. The 9-inch, I didn't have C-clamps.
Okay.
So I had to run to Harbor Freight and get some of those.
Well, it's a good place to go for quality tools.
Well, you just need some C-clamps.
After your jack stand's about
actually, the C-clamps are pretty nice.
Okay.
Like they look pretty decent. I'm put a little bit of graphite on the threads. Good to go.
Send it.
And so I had to get some C-clamps so I can C-clamp the springs and take those apart, the leaf springs, so that I can rebuild the rear leaf springs. And then once I get that done, I'll put the 9-inch back together. And so like I moved all the jack stands around to the rear so I can do that. And then the front, I just need to tighten all the bolts, put the steering back on, paint the other caliper, change an alternator, possibly modify a power steering pump for more pressure.
Drill it out.
Because my shit does the same shit yours does.
Oh, well.
Essentially.
I'll let you know how many thousands I have to spend to fix this problem.
Well, let's hope it's none.
10. $10,000.
That sounds expensive for steering.
What do you do?
One would think you could buy steering for less than that. What you doing with your Jeep Doc sticker?
I'm playing with it. I'm going to fuck it up. I'm going to put it down.
It's a nice decal.
It is. Make sure you check out Jeep Doc on YouTube.
So I got all that done while I was at Harbor Freight.
Dun, 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 dun.
I got this thing.
Hold on. You got a tool?
No. Put my headphones down for a second.
Here you go.
Slide on back.
Boop.
I got this right here.
Tool bag. 18-inch tool bag.
Oh, good. You have the tag over there?
Heavy duty, durable stitching, extra large compartment with 28 pockets.
Jesus.
Reinforced carrying handle, heavy duty shoulder strap, super tough tab resistant fabric. Brought to you by Hercules. Did I upsell it enough for you?
Look what comes in it.
Okay. There's 28 pockets in there.
Look what comes in there.
Oh! What'd you look at there?
What'd you find?
I fucking take all these.
Get you a big old handful of those.
I think I got. Oh god!
Did you get them all?
God! No, they went everywhere.
Oh boy, I'm
gonna double fist it.
Okay,
all right.
Did you get them all out? Okay, I brought you the Hercules bag because I was looking for a good durable, nice canvas bag or like canvas type bag.
Yep.
And this one's got a nice zipper on it. Like
you can hear the quality of that zipper. Like I'm not a zipper fanatic.
It's a pretty heavy duty zipper.
You can hear the quality with that.
Yeah.
Hit it again.
Okay.
Hold on. Turn your speakers up, folks. Listen to this quality. All right. Send it to them. The positive engagement of those teeth on that zipper. Fucking A.
Anyway, I've been moving more towards bags instead of boxes because boxes tend to make a lot of noise. And like when they hit you in the head, they hurt.
Yeah.
Whereas bags, even if they're heavy, will hurt less.
Yeah. I have about 2 or 3 tool bags. I got a recovery bag. One of those I keep all my soft shackles, tree saver, snatch block, blah, winch controllers.
What did I pay for that one?
$8.99.
Ooh, that'd been a good deal.
Okay, well, that's what it's worth. So
I was hoping you were going to say like $28.99.
$28.99.
I think it was on sale for $15.99.
Okay,
$16
yeah, it's not bad at all.
No,
it's a coupon.
I did. But I don't remember what I got the coupon was on. It was either that or the C clamps. I think it was that. I think the coupon comes off the most expensive item.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, what do you think of these?
I like them.
These stickers.
Yep.
These decals.
The decals.
This is
the black.
This is a Total Off-Road Podcast 5-star.
5-star review sticker.
5-star review sticker. We got some here. I know a few of you need them, so we'll get those in the mail pretty quick. I wanted to use this time to ask you, those of you that have already sent me a message because it's on like 8 different platforms. So I need you to go on Instagram. If you have Instagram, if you've left a review and you have Instagram, I need you to go on there and send a message to our Total Off-Road Podcast group like that.
I just dropped it.
Nice. 52 sticker pickup.
I dropped 3. That's okay.
I need you to go on the Total Off-Road Podcast page, our page on Instagram, and send the message through there, because that way Ian and I can
both forget that you sent it.
That you sent it. Yeah. Well, one of us can get to you and get an address and then get these in the mail. If you don't have Instagram, then go to our Total Off-Road Podcast page on Facebook and do the same. Just know that we don't check those messages quite as often, so it may be a few days before we get to it. That's what you need to know about the review stickers, because we want to get them out to you because you did your part. Now it's time for us to do our part. And I finally went and picked them up and spent all the dollars.
I'm going to put the black stickers on the website tomorrow.
Okay. You want to ship these out? These OG stickers? Do you want to ship these out in every order?
No, fuck them. Let them pay for them.
You're going to make them pay for these?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
How do you think we're going to get millions off of this podcast?
I don't know. I just was going to give everything away and hope somebody gave us a charitable donation.
Yeah, they're going to charitably donate and they're going to get a sticker. That's like the raffle. Well, it's free to enter with a $5 suggested donation. So it's $5.
So it's $5.
No, it's actually free.
It's just suggested.
It's a suggested $5 donation.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's $5. Well, no, okay, Karen. calm down. It's $5. Here's 10. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
For sale.
Okay, stickers are on the website. Go pick them up. You need them. What else did we do this week? I don't know. I did a lot of things actually. I painted my knuckle bougie blue.
Bougie blue.
It
I
took
was
me
gonna
like
give you
fucking 10 minutes to find that can of bougie
I was
blue.
gonna give you shit.
Were you?
For fucking around
And painting things?
painting shit fucking blue. I'm
Until you
like,
saw it?
Steve, no,
Oh, okay.
not even. I give 2 shits less what color your knuckles and shit are.
Oh, I thought maybe you
But I was
excited.
like, bro, I'm gonna smack the shit out you.
Uh-huh.
I went full ghetto there. I was like, I'm gonna smack the shit right out you.
Uh-huh.
If your shit is not done and you done
It's all
wasting
nice and
time
painted.
over here, bougie blue knuckles on the jack stands. I'm like, I'm gonna bust your ass.
It should
But
be good.
the thing is, you fall by the time I got to that, because I didn't comment it right away.
Yeah.
By the time I got back, like later in the day, to comment, like, boy, I'm gonna whoop your ass for you know, you had posted like 8 more pictures of videos of shit got done, and I'm like, wow, there's axles like in there. I'm like, oh, okay,
It's
all
bolted in.
right,
Okay.
all right, free pass because you've been doing stuff, but you better watch it because you're toting a thin line, buddy. I mean, my shit's not done
What
either,
I'm
so I
hoping-
can't really talk shit. But
I ordered my anti-coning spacers. Thank you to Stephen Mason.
oh yeah,
Yes.
what did he do for you?
He sold me some.
Oh, he sold you. He didn't give them to you for free, huh?
He shipped them for
Industry
free
leader
on his buck.
Oh, all right. I mean, I'll take it.
So, I mean, that's a start.
Yeah,
But we're still little guys.
Making progress.
He shipped me and sold me some U-bolt eliminators.
Okay.
So when I do pull the leaf springs apart this winter, or when I pull everything apart this winter, I will tear the current ones that are on there off and do the U-bolt eliminators.
Nice.
I should have done that in the first place. I just messed up.
But what live and learn.
Live and learn. Yep. So he had a set sitting in his house that he was going to use, and then he went 4-link.
That boy.
Yep. And so he's like, I'll sell them to you. I was like, well, all right. Sounds like a plan. So
Okay.
those are in the mail. And I just got a message. And I can't open my phone because my finger won't open it for some reason.
Because it's special.
Just got a message from Jeremy Wilson. And it says, new video uploading. So apparently he's got another. What video now?
I don't know. Maybe you've actually bought a truck.
Must be the wheeling video.
Oh.
Because we only got the scale in the truck thing.
Okay.
So I bet he did a video while he was out wheeling too
Nice.
on that property.
Make sure you go
6
follow
gigs. That's a pretty good sized video.
Mr. 8-Lug Pigpen Jeremy Wilson on YouTube at
8-Lug Productions.
yes.
Yep.
You want a challenging feat?
Yeah.
Do you have a fire stick?
Do I have a fire stick?
Yep. Like for your TV?
No. I have
If
Roku.
you have a fire stick or some other voice activated remote
that'd be
control
good.
that
Yeah,
searches YouTube,
My Roku does it.
press and hold that button and say 8-Lug Productions.
Okay.
It is frustratingly hilarious.
8-plug. What's it come up with?
8, the word like 8, like I
Yeah.
ate something.
8.
8-Lug Productions. Like, I mean, like every fucking,
8.
yeah, every stupid. And I was like, number 8-Lug Productions.
Yeah.
And then it literally says like number 8. And I'm like, no, fucking damn it. It is, don't do it if you're in a bad mood. But you need to go into it with that, like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
that's funny. Because it literally, I was like 4 or 5 different things. And I was like, okay,
Jeez.
fine. I will type it out then.
So then if you type in, if you say low_key TV, it'll be the same. Like,
I don't know.
you'll
I'll
be a mess.
have to try that tomorrow.
We have to spell it out LOW_. And it'll be like LOW, and it'll say the word underscore.
Yeah, it would. And that's I don't know. It was.
That's what you get for getting an Amazon product.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, hey, it works.
What is wrong with
Eventually,
this thing?
I got where I needed to go. I just had to type it out. It's okay.
Well, what do you think we ought to roll this thing into? Last call.
It's time for a beer.
It's time for beer.
What are we drinking today?
It's WITTEKERKE.
WITTEKERKE.
It's a Belgian wheat beer from Belgium. And I cannot pronounce the name of the town that it's from. So you're on your own.
Say it really fast.
That's what I heard.
The one place. Not Bush.
Not Bush. I like how we open them on the podcast now.
Well, we got to make it real and authentic.
Oh, authentic.
So
it's authentic-y.
In light of your recent live stream extravaganza, which if you haven't done a live stream of your rig or rigs
and you're on the page,
shop or whatever, WTF.
Yeah, get to it. Chop, chop. And stop making excuses as to why you haven't done a live video.
Yep, just do it. So, I did one the other day on the dime piece. That went long.
Yep.
As usual.
And then
I got to work, and then I got I got my dad's YJ. It's a 95 YJ loaded up and put on the trailer and was like, you know what? I will give the Jeeple what they want. They want me to talk highly about Jeep things, all the Jeep things.
Yes.
So I did a live video with that, little brief walk around of that jewel. Looking for some. Just gotten a full on assault mode with a bug. Did you get it?
Fruit fly was eyeballing my beer.
He gone.
No, I didn't get him. He's too fast.
So
they fit between your fingers.
They do. The air gap, bro. So with that being said, brief background. It's a 95 YJ. It's body lifted on 33s.
You figured out the year now.
Yeah, it's a 95.
That's good.
It comes back to me.
Okay, it's body lifted on 33s.
Yep.
What else can you tell me about it?
That's about it.
That's it.
Yep.
That's the whole shebang.
Yep.
Okay.
I got Smitty-built fenders.
And it needs some rust repair.
No. Oh, in the frame section.
On the frame, yeah.
The rear frame is junk. So my plan is to just hack that off, lose the body puck in the rear, keep the isolator, but lose the puck. Bring the frame straight back, put the shackle hanger under the frame, suck up the front or the bumper, little flusher.
Interesting.
And send it. So, gonna do that.
Yeah.
My question, though, is what axles do you put under that?
So so I was watching this live feed and somebody was like, ditch that 35 because it's garbage. Yes. And then somebody else was like, put Steve's axles under there and blah, blah, blah. And really it comes down to what are you going to do with it? What's the biggest tire you think that's going to end up on it?
35.
That's the biggest tire?
Maybe a 37 if I get really frugal, but I highly doubt it's going to ever see anything over the 35.
So I think with a 35, you can just beef up the Dana 30 up front. And I think this is just
your
from what
thought process.
My thought process. Okay? Don't flame me in the comments.
Well, I think people will, that's hopefully going to keep prodding the peoples.
Yeah.
To let me know
what I would say if you're just wanting to be a nice weekend wheeler, not going to go do bouncer stuff with it because you have the dime piece, I would maybe do like an ultimate, not an ultimate, but like do like a build on the 30 up front where you would just throw sleeves in the tubes.
Ugh,
brace. What?
So tiny.
It's not even that hard.
It's a toothpick of an X.
It's fine. Matt ran his 30 with 36s on it.
I don't know.
No problem. Well,
people said,
like, people have
said, like, I don't know if I'd waste my time sleeving it, but people have just said throw RCVs or some kind of legit axle shaft in the front axle and send it.
I don't even go that far. I just throw in a set of Yukon 4340s.
Yeah, just some nice chromoly axles.
Matt ran superior chromo shafts in his 30 with what was it? They were Yukon gears or whatever. The things that he broke on there was he went bombing up a sandhill. This is on 36s and 488 gears. He went bombing up the sandhill and it started jumping off the ground.
Yep.
And the axle was wrapping, the tires were wrapping forward.
Yep.
And then when it hit the ground, it would soak up all of that. And he broke some teeth off the ring gear. And then the other time we were playing tow truck in reverse and he broke some teeth off the ring gear. I don't know if that was the same weekend or not, but
interesting.
Never broke the shafts on 36s and 488s and never, to my knowledge, I don't think we ever bent the axle or anything.
Huh.
Yep. So, and it wasn't, they didn't have any braces on the C's. It wasn't sleeved. It wasn't trussed. It was just a box stock housing with chromo shafts and 488 gears in a Detroit.
So what would you do in the rear then?
A 488.
There was a couple of people that would side with you on that.
Yeah.
The 880.
I think it's the best low buck option. It's an easy swap, and you get a disc brake upgrade from it. You can get a disc brake upgrade from it. You can also do a gearing upgrade if you can find one with 411s in it. So there's that. You can go up a little bit in the gearing, and then match the front. Now you're a little bit closer. Is that a 5-speed?
Nope.
Automatic?
Automatic.
904?
I have no idea, bro.
3-speed, I assume. I'm sure.
No idea.
Meh. Anyway, nonetheless, just don't drive with it in second gear on trail.
I really want to put JK under axles under it.
I am 100% a fan of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option on the table. I didn't know that kind of money was ready to be spent.
Yep.
Okay, so we have some fundage. We're not doing low buck.
No, we're not going like cheap AF.
So I'm 100% behind that. Do a set. Are you going to get big baller with it and do a set of like Rubicon? So they're just fully loaded, ready to go?
Here's my question.
I don't know what gears are in those.
Kind of loaded. I believe they're a 410.
They can be anyway.
Why not? Buy them with a locker, disc brakes.
It's just money.
Gears. But it's literally like
it's either you're going to spend it.
You're going to spend it up front, or you're going to spend it to do the work.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know that you can get a 44 without the lockers in it. So you're either going to buy the cheaper set of axles for like $2,000, or like $1,500 to $2,000 for a Dana 30 front, and I don't even know what's in the rear. Maybe a 44 on just your regular JKX, your sport.
I have no idea.
Where's Pigpen?
I'm about to start some research after this podcast drops, because hopefully people will steer me in the directions I think I want to go in. Mm-hmm. And I can narrow her down.
I don't see anything wrong at all with that. Are you going to then also 4-link it?
Nope.
Really?
See, this is the caveat of
that is the caveat.
Black hole of how far do you want to go down a hole?
I feel like okay. To me,
You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying, but
it's a Pandora's box. I was talking. Right. I don't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody this week, and I said my biggest problem with this project plan is I've never built a rig with a limit in mind.
Yeah,
I always want to drive over everything.
Right.
I've never had I just want to have a nice, mild, streetable, more so street than off-road Jeep or any of that stuff. I've literally, so it's new territory for me, because I'm like, yeah, let's stretch the frame, let's back half it, 4-link it, coilovers, blah, 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 blah. And then here we are in the dime piece. Right. So that's my trying to figure out the best place to spend the money. And I don't want to say budget, but I want to say financially responsible, maybe.
Was the JK a 3-link in the rear?
I don't even know. See, that's my problem. I don't know how Jeep stuff. If you wanted some like Dana 44 action, some 14 bolts, some Dana 60 stuff, I got you. But like Jeep axle stuff, I'm like, yep, they're there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know where to spend the money. Like, say you got a few $1,000 and you want to spend it on it, where you spend it. That's my question. So
I don't know. It depends on what your budget is. That's just it. Like, you're talking about buying Rubicon axles, so you're going to have
a couple grand.
Yeah, at least.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to have electric lockers, 410s, I believe, disc brakes, good size axle shafts. Like, it's the end all done be all axle, but it comes with some baggage, essentially.
We've got a JK Dana 44 complete. I don't know if it's from Rubicon or not. Rear axle out of a JKU, 321 gears. Ugh.
Whoa.
Ugh.
But you could also put a 9-inch in the rear. I was looking at some XJ.
This one's not from a Rubicon.
Mm-hmm.
It's $950.
Yeah.
And it looks like to me, no, they're 4-link from the factory. Really?
Which, I don't know. The problem is you could 4-link a Jeep for, I don't want to say cheap.
Oh my God. The thing is,
quick and cheap.
Here's the hard part about that. You have a platform that is basically a blank canvas at this point. So you throw it on a set of pipe stands and you pull out everything. You unbolt the leaf springs and just roll everything out from underneath of it, right?
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Now you buy a set of, you have already purchased a set of JK axles. Then all you need to do is get a hold of get a hold of an off-road company like Complete or whomever, and say that you're looking for factory JK everything. Because when somebody goes into the dealership or not dealership, but goes into an off-road shop and gets a lift kit on their JK, not everybody takes all that shit home with them. Yep. So you're talking about all 4 coil springs, all 4 shocks, all 8 control arms, like all that stuff. And you literally find somebody who has it. You buy it all up for pennies on the dollar. You bring it home and you start gluing frame tabs on. Now you have essentially a JK suspension complete underneath of a YJ.
I just don't know if the work is worth the end result. I mean, obviously, it's
what
going
else
to be
you
a
gonna
nice
do with your
end
time?
result. I got a lot of other shit to do.
I bet you in 2 weekends' time you could have that all done.
A normal person, yeah.
No, I bet you could.
I don't know.
You made hard progress on the dime piece.
I know. I don't know if I want that much work with it. Like, I'm thinking more of like unbolt, rebolt.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Oh, I can make it.
Well,
happen.
not with a JK.
Well, that's what
you're
I mean.
going to have to do.
But
you're going to have to do.
Just don't know how in depth you want to get with it.
Right. With a JK, you're going to have to cut everything off the axles.
Yep.
And then you're going to have to put the purchase back on.
Weld the perch on.
Weld purchase on. And then weld on your shock mounts.
Yep.
Now, obviously, not a lot of work.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, is that worth the squeeze?
I feel like coil springs all the way around will be banging. Since you're already there and you have axles that are ready to rock and roll, throw on some coil buckets onto the frame and set your ride height. Yep.
I don't know. See, this is the thing. I've never built it
Project
with a limit
Creep is
in mind.
dangerous.
Yep.
Did you try this beer yet?
No, I'm actually thinking that we haven't got to the beer that we opened 5 minutes ago. It tastes like
it looks.
So, that's not a good thing.
No, it is good. It's good. Try it. What do you think? You wouldn't miss it if it was gone, but you sure would drink it if it was in the fridge.
It's a pretty accurate description.
Like, it's super light. It's super, like, clear. Not super clear. It's light in color. Very light gold. I like it. It's good in flavor. I'd drink the shit out of that. What was the ABV? I didn't even look. 1.5 on the nose.
Huh.
What do you think? You like it? I like it.
It would be really good on a hot day.
Oh God, it'd be amazing.
Really,
sitting around at a BBQ,
a barbecue,
hanging out, waiting, in the park somewhere at a barbecue with the family, like a family reunion. You're just sipping these things back.
Yep, I could do that.
You're not too drunk. It's almost refreshing because it's not hoppy like an IPA or anything. It's not like
very smooth
and light. It's like drinking a very smooth bush. It's a little bit not sweeter, but maybe a little bit fruitier.
It's good
than
beer.
A bush.
It's a good beer. That would be a good drinker. You could sit down and pound the shit out of them.
I like it. Go check it out. WITTEKERKE. It's a blue and like tan can. I think she picked it up over the Benny's.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the BYO 6er.
Sunshine in a can. You know what? That's a pretty accurate statement. It's good. It would drink well on a sunshiny day.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes,
I like it a lot. All right, back to Jeep axle stuffs.
Yep.
So
I've also researched putting an XJ spring in the rear.
Oh, you know what? And I think Chris was telling me something about that. So what's up with that? Tell me about it.
So apparently, you put the XJ leaf in the rear. Stretches the wheelbase a few inches.
Comp cut or just a stretched? What do you think?
Essentially, a kind of a hybrid of the both. Like a less aggressive comp cut kind of a thing.
Just open the wheel well up.
Yeah, just open the whole thing up except for the front.
Maybe put some of those not sliders.
Smittybilt makes like a rear armor slider bar thingamajigger that I think it's going to get bought. It's already got Smittybilt slider plate things on the side. And then the Smittybilt tube fenders up front.
Do they make does Smittybilt make one that moves the axle back?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have to look.
Some of those companies that make the armor wrap that wraps around it, they make it so the wheel well's further back in the thing. Yeah. It's already set up for that.
It might.
Yeah.
So the ones I've seen take the leaf spring and mount it to the rear bumper.
Yep.
And then use like a boomerang shackle on that.
Yep.
Which is an option.
I like it.
But I don't know. Again, is it what does that gain you? It gains you a little wheelbase, but like, is the wheelbase bad now? No,
it's not.
I mean, it's a little short,
desirable.
but like for what it's going to do, it's
if you stay low,
perfectly fine. So,
do you know how many inches it stretches you?
Probably 3 or 4 if I had to bet $1.
Okay,
but I don't know.
And then you can put your purchase on to stretch you another inch.
Yeah,
so you get 5 out of it.
Yep.
So,
but now you're talking, you got to pop any drive shaft in there.
Yeah, well,
that's what I'm saying.
Problem.
But it's just, is that for what it is that worth the squeeze, essentially?
Right.
And that's where I have to be careful on what I decide to do with it, axle wise.
Who's footing the bill for this?
Not I.
Okay.
Because I'm broke as shit after building this buggy.
Does your pops have a budget in mind? Is he just like, I kind of want something different? Like, I want to change it up a little bit.
I don't have an open checkbook, but
right. Because he's not going to use it all the time.
No, and that's the thing. Like, let's be honest.
It's not his main hobby.
It's not. It's going to be almost, I want to say, like a street Jeep.
Right.
With the occasional.
So it doesn't necessarily need
trail.
A stretch, but a stretch would be bad. So it's a 93.4 inch wheelbase from the factory.
Okay.
So if you kick it back 5 inches, you can get a 98 inches. That'd be nice.
Somebody did a live video on the page.
Mm-hmm.
They had the XJ spring in the rear, and I don't remember what they had set up wise in the front, but it was like a 110 wheelbase, maybe.
Jesus.
But that'd be
a lot.
But I don't think he got it all in the rear.
The LJ is 103.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, on a 35-inch tire, how much stretch do you really want to throw out there? And that's just what I don't know. I just don't want to get down a rabbit hole of, dude, now you've got 10 grand into this thing to drive it around.
Well, I mean, but it'd be a nice Jeep.
It
would drive nice.
It would.
I wish I could find some quick dimensions on. I've heard putting XJ leaf springs in the rear of a YJ will give you about 4 inches of stretch. Is this true? Also, with a 14-bolt rear, if I stretch it 4 inches, nobody burbity.
See, I'd love to just throw it on tungsten LS and fucking send her to the sky, but
I know where you can find 2 14-bolts and some links.
Yeah. That's my problem. That is my problem, is that's what I wanted. Like, when I see a YJ on tons, it's like, ooh, hey, girl.
Here's the thing.
Let's hear some facts.
Stretches at 4 inches. Also, with a 14-bolt, if I stretch it 4 inches, will I have an issue with the gas tank? Yes and yes.
Yeah, the fuel tank's getting cut out.
With stock wheelbase, my 8.8 almost kisses the gas tank.
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine so.
You said the stock fuel tank's getting cut out?
Stock fuel tank's junk.
Okay.
Well, the tank's not. The mounts and all the steel is on the back end there. So it's going. There's going to be a fuel cell put in.
Nice.
In the bed.
I 100.
I forgot to mention that portion of
I feel like
refurb.
I feel like you should do it.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
That's how I feel. I feel like you should you should fix the frame rail.
Yep.
Okay, start there.
Yep.
Get it back on the road.
That's the plan.
Then source your axles.
Yep.
Of your choice.
Yep.
And then decide if you're doing coils and 4-link from a factory JK in the rear, or if you're going to do XJ springs. And if you're going to do XJ springs, I think stretch it 5 inches.
Well, here's my other thought. So you XJ spring it in the rear, the stretch is the rear. I don't know what the fuck you do for the front if you just run the same, because it's got the reverse spring style to it from the factory. So
does it have that stupid disconnect axle?
Yeah, that vacuum disconnect bullshit. Now it has the vacuum shit's been dumpsterized, and it's got the cable actuator.
It's still garbage.
It's still junk because it's like
cast in the middle.
Yes. So
that's good to 33s, and that's about it.
My other question or concept that I'm going with here is,
and that's why you sleeve it.
XJ stretch it in the rear.
Yes.
Maybe stretch it, if not leave it alone in the front. 44, like a Ford 44 and a 14-bolt, and have a nice day.
A Ford 44 8 lug.
Yep.
So you want a 3/4 ton swap it.
Yep.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why it's not going to have a problem. It's going to work just fine. You have to reconfigure the spring pads on the 44, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Oh. Okay,
I don't know what
the
widths
YJ
were,
is.
but
The YJ is driver drop.
Yeah.
Right? You better think hard.
I don't remember.
I don't either. So, you figure that out. I don't remember. I feel like it would be, because why would they make a passenger driver drop at 95? That would be silly.
That'd be weird.
That can't be right. So anyway, it's got to be driver drop. But you do that.
Yeah, it's driver drop because I have a
drop.
Chevy 44 that I would just use if that worked, but it doesn't.
But you don't. I have a 44 housing at the house for F-250.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is source the outers.
Mm-hmm. Which that's what I mean. You could find a Ford 44 for, I don't want to say cheap, but like decent.
Oh yeah,
money.
depending on what year you want.
And a 14 bolt you can find for $100.
Right.
So.
If you're not married to the 78, 79, that's where the big problem is.
Yeah, but for that you don't even care if it's high pinion or not. I mean, quite honestly,
not even that, but like not even the high pinion thing, but like 78, 79 has that perfect spring width for the OBS.
Yeah, for
truck.
the Chevy, but I have no idea what a YJ. I guess I can just Google
less
it
than a
right
Chevy,
quick.
I guarantee you.
So, but that's what I mean. Like for me, that's my comfort level. But
like
axles.
I feel like if you're gonna do it, I would spend the extra money and buy a Rubicon 44 front. More.
So a front YJ is at 31.5 spring.
I have no idea what the Mike's not here, so he can't tell us what the spring width is of an OBS or of over the OBS swap or 79 Ford F-250 spring pad width. Look in the Bible, you can find it. But I would. Yeah, I'm a big proponent of the JK swap, especially if you can spring for the Rubicon axles, and he's willing to turn loose that kind of money. You get the dual locker, like front and rear electric lockers. Oh my God, it'd be so amazing. Like complete road Jeep most of the time, and then when you want to go off road, it actually functions.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
or you're dropping how much in that? You're dropping easily 1,500 plus into that 44 for a Ford. Your 8-lug 44, and you're still going to have non-unit bearing.
I don't think you'd drop $1,500 in a 44
if you wanted a selectable locker to match the 44 you're going to get out of the Jeep.
I mean, that's the problem is
right. Apples for apples.
You could just leave the front open for a while.
And the Jeep is narrower a little bit. I love it. I would still like to do a set of JK axles under the donut. I think it'd be a good time. I think it would look awesome.
I don't disagree.
Do a set of JK axles and a nice 35. Perfect.
Spring center. What?
What'd you get?
So a spring mount is 31.5 on that axle too.
Oh, really?
So that's what I mean. So
direct swap if you can find it. You know what? I found one not too long ago.
Oh, they're out there.
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't terribly bad.
Okay, so that's what I mean. Like,
right,
you just go buy one.
Right.
And literally just leave it open. And if you wanted to ever throw a locker in it,
yeah,
what do you fucking do? Throw a locker
in it if you want to.
But I mean, leave it open.
Right.
And then you buy a 14 bolt, weld some perches and some new U-bolts with some spring tabs or shock tabs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Little drive shaft reconditioning.
Yep.
And have a nice day. Now you're sitting on tons.
I feel like
ish.
Yeah. 3/4 tons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw in a set of $350 set of Yukon shafts, and now you're nearly indestructible for a 37.
I think you need shafts.
Probably wouldn't.
I don't think you're going to break a Dana 44 shaft on a 35 as hard as you're not going to wheel that.
Right.
That's the key is you're not going to go out and beat the shit out of it and try to find its limits every time you're wheeling it. You're just kind of mildly cruising off road. So I don't know. But I mean, do you want to go full widths on it or not? Because you're going to spend most of your time on the street.
Yeah.
Where you're going to be throwing shit all down the side, aka inside the cab. I don't know. It's a clusterfuck of figuring out how not to overdo it is my problem. So we'll figure something out. We'll get her lined out. What are you going to get done this week? Oh, you're going to drop some knowledge.
So yeah. Just clicking on. So I'm on car-part.com.
Yep.
The most dangerous site in the world.
Yes.
Oh my God. You're not buying a Rubicon axle. I can tell you that.
A couple $1,000 more than we thought it was.
It's not cheap.
Last time I found a set, you could find one for about, I always want to say about $2,500 for a nice pair factory takeout.
Not for Rubicon axles.
I don't know what they were, but I'm pretty sure they were Rubicon axles. Jesus. But I might be off. I don't price that stuff because I have zero interest in buying it for my buggy.
I'm trying to verify that these are Rubicon. Oh, I can't. Oh, interesting. So I'm looking at a Dana 40. Oh, I guess it probably would be Dana 44 410s is what I'm looking at. And they are 3,500, 3,600, 3,600, 3,800, 3,400.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like, oh, here's one for 410 Dana 44 Rubicon in, where's this at? I don't know where this is at. Hillsboro, Ohio for $2,850.
And that's what I mean.
Yep.
I don't know.
Jesus. What if we get one that needs to be re-geared? So, I guess you don't have that option. Huh. You do left-hand drive, Dana 44, 373s. Price is the same or more. Jesus. That's insane, dude. $6,000 into a set of axles.
JK.
For a set for
but
Rubicon?
They're locked. They're disc brake. They're locked. They're beef.
I know.
They're done.
But still. $6,000, that's damn near most of the fucking vehicle.
Oh, that's way over the vehicle for what I'm working with.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, for the extra or for the JK, you buy a damn Rubicon for what, 16 to 20?
Probably.
Like 6 was on the low end for those axles. What is the rear axle assembled rear? So that was the front axle I was looking at. The rear, with true lock option, electric locker, 410, left-hand drive. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. Oh, they're considerably more affordable for a rear.
Well, it should be. It's got less parts.
Well, one would think. Yep, we're looking at 22, 23, 18, 16, 22. Like, it's kind of all over the board, but it's somewhere between 16 and $3,000. So yeah, for a set of them, you're $5,000 into a set of axles. Now, granted, if 410 was the exact gear you wanted, like, it'd be perfect.
The only downside to that is then you have to figure out your suspension.
Yeah,
and that's why it turns me off on that as a concept.
That doesn't sound like a good option for you.
But
unless you can pick up a set like,
I feel like everybody's like, oh, there's blank is the best swap for a YJ. It sounds like the 8.8 in the rear.
Yeah.
But then what do you do in the front? Do you just leave it and beef it and send it?
I think you go get a 30. I don't know. If you can slide a tube, a reinforcement tube inside of the actuator side, like if you can gut the actuator, slide a tube in it and weld the tube in, and then slide in your standard newer XJ or WJ shaft and run that with the beefier U-joints, I think that's the way to go. As far as like being cost effective and being easy to build, you know what I'm saying? Like, you keep the front axle just as it is, you beef up the C's, you slide a tube inside, which will take you all of an afternoon, and you put new shafts in it and throw it back together, and you're done. Like, that's it. Like, good to go. We're ready for 33s or 35s.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? And then, if you want to, you can put a Spartan, or there's a new one out now. I can't remember the name of it now. My buddy Joel's going to run it. I can't think of it. It's a lunchbox locker as well. Yep. So there's some things out there.
There's options. That's the thing. There's options on how far you want to go. you got to put a cap on it and say this is what I'm
you just got to decide. Yeah, you got to decide how much work you want to do, and like what's the use of the vehicle? What am I going to use this for, and how deep do I want to get? Like the 44 and the 14 doesn't sound terrible, but like then you got to buy wheels.
Yep. Well, you're never going to outwheel a 14 bolt in that rig, period.
No, you're done.
So, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like it's overkill, to be honest with you. But
right,
what do you do? Full width on a Jeep is just awesome.
Yeah, it looks good.
America.
It looks good like it is, though, really.
Oh, I don't hate it.
No.
Whoops.
I'd drive the wheels off it. I'd love to find a YJ.
Sell you one.
That is not your cue to go find me a YJ.
10 grand.
I'm broke right now. Stop it.
10 G's.
Yeah.
What's a 95 YJ that's stock with a fresh refurbed rear frame worth?
I don't ask Chris. He just sold one.
I know. I was supposed to call him today. Completely friggin' space on that.
You do what?
Completely.
Completely?
Or really, as is normal, I incompletely called him.
I incompletely called him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What's it worth? A couple $1,000?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's worth more than that.
Is it really?
4 or 5?
Oh, really?
Probably. That's my guess.
Hmm.
Like if I had found somebody that had a good one, because the body doesn't have any rust on it, right?
Nope.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. 35 to 35 to 55. That's my guess. Decent.
Got it bought for $600.
God, if I could find a YJ with no rust on the tub for $600.
Yeah, the frame's fucked.
My wife would hate me, but I'd have to buy it and sell the donut immediately.
That's okay.
I'd have to scrap the donut.
That's all right.
Couldn't sell it for anything.
I got a scrap on the trailer. We can make it happen.
We could have a lot of fun with that truck.
I have already done burnouts with it.
Have you?
Today.
Did you get video of it?
Nope.
Oh, well.
It's an unplanned burnout.
We can't put it on YouTube if you don't get video.
Neutral drop, burnout.
Mm.
It's a pretty good time.
Wasn't the clutch bad in that or brand new?
Something fucked up in it.
Oh. So is that why you neutral dropped it?
No, it ran actually pretty fine today to get it on the trailer. I neutral dropped it because I was like, well, it's fucking going to the junkers. So, bow, you know. I did it once. I didn't fully commit. I had to do it twice and got in trouble. But
you just do it and you do burnouts.
I did. I just did it.
You do it and then ask for forgiveness later. Who'd you get in trouble by? Your mom or your wife?
They were both giving me the look. I was like, are you like seriously?
I feel like the wife's more tolerable.
No.
My
mom's smarter than my wife.
Oh, really?
My mom just leaves.
Oh.
My wife will stand there and be like, Ian, stop it. Seriously, stop it. And I think my wife's going to get to that point one day.
Yeah.
Because my mom has got to that point. She's like, nah, he's a fucking idiot. He's going to do it anyway.
All right, see you later.
I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like getting it on the trailer.
Yeah.
It's a damn 2-wheel drive Ford Ranger. It's not, doesn't go up my ramps like my buggy does.
Oh, yeah, because it's kind of steep drive.
Boy, she goes up the ramps quick, though.
Oh, yeah?
So
Pre-runner?
I'd kind of, because
how's a truck like that?
It'd spin out in, I put it in park and
e-braked it.
E-brake and lock the trailer brakes. But, so I kind of get to roll up the ramp and it'd spin out in the rear in the rock. And so I'm like, fuck, the only way to hit this is faster.
Bam, bam.
That's where my mom goes one way and my wife looks at me like, "Oh, seriously, come on." And I'm like, yeah, well, we're gonna fucking send it. Yeah, drug diff on the way up the trailer.
Oh, really?
In the rear diff. Yeah.
Diff?
Yeah.
That's odd.
Kiss the trailer with the rear diff.
Really?
Bro, she's a low rider. She gets down.
I wouldn't have thought it would have done that.
Well, you hit it with enough speed, it compresses the rear suspension and lets her go.
Jesus.
Yes. All right. What are you going to do this week?
I am going to bastard pack my rear springs, assemble my 9-inch. I'm going to tighten all the bolts in the front and hook up my steering. I'm going to assemble the 44, hopefully. I think I've got everything to do that. I do need to sand and paint my hubs because they're all rusty and nasty, and I just don't want them. I just want to paint them. So I'm gonna do that.
Stop painting stuff now.
I know, like you'd half bougie. You can't be going like half bougie to the trail.
Half bougie, you gotta be full bougie.
You can't have like bougie knuckles, like shitty hubs and brand new Yukon lockouts.
You see the hubs too,
and polished race lines.
Yep,
like you just can't.
You gotta have a standard,
right?
Yeah, buddy.
So that's the goal for this week. Would be nice to have both by next weekend. Would be nice to have both of the axles put together and ready to put wheels on it, essentially. Then I'm just waiting on my anti-coning rings to get here. And then I get time to polish the wheels. So that's really it. Like, once you get to that point, get the 40s mounted, have everything ready to go. The Jeep just sitting there ready to rock and roll. I'll be excited. Like, then I need to order my compressor, and I need to plumb the airlines and all that. So I can plumb everything and have everything sitting there ready to go before the compressor gets here. But that'll probably be next weekend. I'll probably try to start plumbing that stuff if I have everything else done. So yeah, I'm getting there. Slowly but surely.
I'm gonna fix my steering this week.
Okay, I like that idea. I'm hoping it works and fixes it.
It's going to.
I hope so.
No, I mean, it's going to.
That's just it.
I can promise you it's going to.
I like it. I was hoping you're going to have that kind of like mentality.
I can't go the other way because I'll probably start crying on the podcast. Like, I ain't going to recover from that. I don't know what else to change. So
there's literally nothing left.
Yep.
You have changed all of the parts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Who wants a red and black TOP sticker? That's what I want to know.
We're going to find out. I'm going to put them on the website tomorrow.
Yes. Ian's going to put them on the website. All you got to do is go order one. You put that on your notes?
Yep.
Stickers on the website. If you guys can't tell, it's been a long day. I think we might have mentioned that a time or three. Tired. I got to go home to a baby who's probably not sleeping.
It means that mama's pissed.
Oh, it's going to be rough.
But we did it for the people. We powered through.
Yes,
the people got the episode.
It may cost me my marriage, but you have got your episode.
Problem is, everybody's like, "You damn right, I did."
That's right. Motherfucker better have my episode.
Don't have my shit.
So, yeah. Is there nothing else? Is that all?
Shut her down, Bosco.
The whole shebang.
TotalOffroadPodcast.com. Check out the merchandise. I think we only have one pint glass left.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
new things.
If somebody buys that pint glass.
Have you heard from the flags?
Yeah, they're on the boat from Turkey.
They're on the boat, and that's all. Oh,
fuck. I'm so pissed off about that. It's not even funny. I'm probably
it is what it is.
I'm coming up on getting equally pissed off about the flags in my steering.
That's COVID.
My steering's just been a lot more expensive.
Right.
But yeah, COVID's kind of been a bitch as far as getting stuff shipped and customs, and oh man, it just sucks.
Chris's wife knows all about that. She deals in that stuff, like getting stuff from overseas. So she said that getting stuff over here on the boat right now is pretty rough.
It's bad.
Yep. So,
but check out that. Like I said, well, whoever buys this last pint glass is going to do everybody else a favor, because I got a new plan for the next round of merchandise drinkware.
We forgot to tell them.
We haven't forgot. We haven't lost them yet.
We forgot to tell them who sponsored Last Call.
Last Call sponsored by
Complete Offroad.
Check them out.
583-53. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
All the times. 563-583-5363.
Damn it.
Someday I'll get that right on the first try.
I'll never remember it because I don't remember numbers for shit.
Yeah.
But I can just tell you that if you just Google it, like any normal human being, you'll come up with their phone number. And if you can't Google it and figure it out,
then go listen to one of the prior podcasts.
Yeah, or you just probably need to go home. Like
that too.
I don't know if you can't
work the phone.
If you can't work Google,
can we really trust you?
How do you find a podcast? That's what I want to know. How do you listen to a podcast if you can't operate Google? So the fact that you're listening to the podcast and can't use Google,
you're impressive.
You're a special mother trucker.
Yeah.
And I genuinely hope somebody sends me a message because they probably can't figure out how. But they're like, I really want to respond to that, but I don't know what to do. God, somebody's out there.
They can't send you a message because they can't use Google. Then surely they're not on Instagram or Facebook.
Right.
Like, so how are they going to get a hold of you?
It's a special kind of stupid.
I want to meet that person.
This person only has a rotary. They have a rotary phone, bro,
and a podcast app.
Yeah, and a podcast app. How do you listen to your podcast on your rotary phone without Google? That person's out there, though, dude. That's the best part. There's more than one of them.
They're not listening to this podcast.
Thank God. Check out TotalOffroadPodcast.com. Total Offroad Podcast on Facebook. Do not belong to the Trail Riders page. I don't understand it.
Do not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get over to the Trail Riders page and
answer the freaking questions.
Answer the damn questions.
And you're automatically in. Like, I don't even have to approve.
Don't make me call you out.
I thought about that earlier today.
There's a couple people on
I'm going to
there.
go through there and be like, answer the fucking questions. And literally, if they don't respond or don't answer the questions, they're getting deleted.
They're getting deleted.
Yeah.
You have to
Because that's your life, bro.
you have to come back and reapply.
Try again next year. You've been suspended
Now
for
there's
6
34
months.
people.
I know.
Good grief.
Answer the questions and you will get in the club.
So many people that are invited that are not answering the questions. So presumably they don't listen to the podcast, right?
That would be my assumption.
All right.
So delete them.
Dylan Grant, Matthew John Anderson, get your boys, get your friends,
Wrangle them up.
tell them to answer them questions. Cody Carter, you requested on Thursday. You did not answer the questions. I don't remember if I sent you a message or not. Usually I send people messages. If they didn't get added by somebody else, I'll send them a message. Jared Abendroth
Answer the questions.
from St. Elmo. Chop.
Where's St. Elmo at?
Up north somewhere. I don't know.
Illinois?
Maybe not. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's down south. I can't remember.
Answer the questions.
Oh, Scott Olson. You just requested it 15 hours ago
Answer the questions.
from Iowa.
Damn Iowanians.
Robbie Ritchie. I'm going to send these people some messages.
Do it.
And William Rowetter? I don't know.
Well, that's funny.
William, you asked to be in the group, but you didn't answer the questions. I sent you a message. I added you as a friend. You've not added me back, and you've not answered the
Delete
message.
it.
I'm not deleting it.
Damn it.
I'm just going to leave it in there.
It's too soft. Bulk up, bro.
I'm too soft.
Check out Complete Off-Road. Call Chris.
That's your call outs.
He's a badass
Answer
and
your
will
question.
make things happen for you.
Yep. If
He's
you need something
yeah,
like
he's-
the bushings that I ordered last week and they came the next day within 26 hours. Yeah, 26 hours to my door.
He's going to make some YJ parts happen. I need some seats. I need a fuel cell.
Mm-hmm.
And I need some axles. So
Cool.
I'm going to call him up.
Chop.
They're like, yo, boo. Yo, boo, boo.
Make it happen.
Yep.
I need the parts and I need them now.
Yeah, buddy. Amazon that shit. That's
Right.
all I got. You got anything else?
No, not this week. We can
Close her down.
shut her down. I think you told them where to find us.
Already got all the info. If they can't
Did
figure
you get the
it out,
Instagrams?
get that shit on Instagram.
Total_off-road_podcast. Check out the website, www.totaloffroadpodcast, and check out YouTube channel, Total Off-Road Podcast on YouTube. And,
Oh, side caveat for those who stuck around.
fans only.
I have a exciting thing that's going to show up tomorrow.
Oh, what is it?
That's going to make our YouTube channel exciting as fuck.
What'd you do?
Can't tell you.
I want to know.
Tune in tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Actually, the fucked
On the
up
Trail Riders
part
page?
is this comes out Tuesday,
Oh.
so I get it Monday.
Huh.
So
What are we getting?
I cannot tell
It
you.
makes the YouTube channel better?
The YouTube channel is taken to new levels.
By the thing you're getting in the mail?
Yes.
I'm lost.
You're going to love it.
Okay. All right. That's all you get for this week. And we'll catch you on the trail.